Okay, so today we have our second reading comprehension. Now, let's have a quick look at the class rules. So let's get started with our reading comprehension today. Our reading comprehension today is still a piece of informational text. But before we do that, let's have a look at some of our vocabulary. So what you're looking at in this picture is a picture of the aftermath of a tornado. So the word that we're looking at today is damage, okay? Damage means to cause destruction or harm to something. So we could say the tornado caused damage to our house, okay? It's destroyed the house. So tornadoes are another type of extreme weather. Can everyone say the word damage?
Damage.
Very good. Who can give me another sentence using the word damage? So my sentence was, the tornado caused damage to our house. Pat, go ahead.
One time I was playing soccer in the house and I accidentally shot it at the water container and it spilled all over the place.
Uh-oh, so you damaged your house by spilling water all over the house, yeah? Did you get in trouble with your parents?
No, I cleaned it up before I got home.
So they never knew. Well, that's good. Well done, Pat. Very good. So if we damage something, we cause destruction or harm. Okay, the next word is this. So this word means when something breaks into lots of different pieces. The word is shatter. Can everyone say shatter?
Shatter.
Amazing. Well done. So shatter means when something smashes into pieces. Usually glass shatters. Sometimes I have accidentally dropped a glass before and it is shattered all over the floor. This is very dangerous as glass is super sharp, so you have to be very quick to brush it all up to make sure there's no more glass on the floor. So this is what it means to shatter. Okay, next. Who thinks they know what this word is? This word means produce grown by farmers. It begins with the letter C. Pat.
Cabbage.
Not cabbage. So this word means all. It could be cabbage and bananas and tomatoes and carrots. The word means all produce grown by farmers.
I don't know.
That's okay, but cabbage was a really good guess. The answer is crops. Crops. Can everyone say crops?
Crop.
Amazing, well done. So crops are produce that is grown on a farm. So it could be cabbage, tomatoes, carrots, pineapples, peppers. Whatever a farmer grows, they are his or her crops. Okay, next. So this word is a verb in the past tense, and it means to hit down very hard, usually talking about rain, snow, or hail. This word is pelted. Can everyone say pelted?
Pelted.
Pelted.
Lovely.
Pelted.
Well done. So pelted. Pelted means fell down heavily. So in this video, you can see that it's raining very hard. So we could say, last night the rain pelted down and I couldn't sleep because it was so loud. Sometimes the rain in Hanoi pelts down and it's so loud that you can't even go to sleep. That's how loud it is. So pelted means fell down heavily. I'm going to let you guys guess what this word is. Have a look at the little penguin. Whoops! Okay, so the penguin is walking on a surface. So this word means it's not stable. You might fall over on this type of surface. Oh, lots of hands are going up. Billy?
Oh, I think it is slippery.
Very good. Well done. It is slippery. So slippery is an adjective and it means difficult to stand on because it's smooth, wet, or slimy. So has anyone ever been ice skating? Lily, where did you go ice skating?
In Korea.
In Korea, very nice. Now, can you tell me about the ice rink? How did it feel when you were on the ice rink, when you went ice skating?
It's really slippery and sometimes I fall.
Yes, it's very slippery and sometimes you fell over. Good girl, well done. So when we go on an ice rink, we usually put on ice skates to help us glide through the ice. However, if we went on an ice rink in our shoes or our bare feet, we would be like poor Mr. Penguin here and we would probably slip over and fall. Okay, so these are some of the vocabulary words that we're going to be reading in our reading comprehension today. So today we are learning about hailstorms and hailstones. I'm going to lower everyone's hands. Can you tell me, have you ever seen hailstones or have you ever seen a hailstorm in real life? Winter, can you tell me about where you saw a hailstorm?
I don't remember, but I think it is in America.
In America, yes. It hails a lot in America. Winter, what can you tell me about a hailstorm? Do you remember what you saw?
I saw many hail that falls down, and I happened to run quickly to my hotel to keep warm and get away from the hail.
Very good. Well done, Winter. You had to run away very quickly because being outside in a hailstorm, it is very, very painful. It's not like being outside in the rain. Hailstorms are big chunks of ice, so they're frozen rain that fall on you. So when it hits you, it feels like someone is shooting you with a pellet gun. It's very painful. Okay, let's begin reading. I would like Rosie. Rosie, can you read this whole page for me, please?
Imagine that you are driving alone on a road. Suddenly, it seems that thousands of baseballs are falling from the sky. They slam into your car. Bam, 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 bam. They bounce off the pavement in front of you. Crack, the windshield shatters.
Very good. Well done, Rosie. So you're driving alone. Suddenly, thousands of baseballs are falling from the sky and they're slamming into your car. The windshield shatters. What do we think? I would like someone to read from does to clouds. Let's have a boy this time. Billy, go ahead. You were very fast.
Does this sound like a scary dream or maybe a bad movie? Actually, it's real life. It's called a hailstorm. Hail is made of frozen rain. But how do raindrops get to be the size of golf balls, chicken eggs, or even baseballs? Hail forms when strong winds blow raindrops back up into the clouds.
Lovely.
These winds are called
That's
drafts.
perfect. Thank you, Billy. Lovely. Okay, so does this sound like a scary dream or a bad movie? Actually, no, it's real life. This can actually happen in real life. This is what we call a hailstorm. So hail is made of frozen rain. So if we look at this picture on the left, this is usually the size of hail, okay? This is usually the size of hail. But sometimes it can be even bigger than this. It can be the size of golf balls, chicken eggs, or even baseballs. And we're learning about how hail forms. So who wants to finish off from these to again? Let's have a girl this time. Kimmy, your hand went up very fast.
These winds are called updrafts. They carry the raindrops high up in the clouds where the air is very cold. The raindrops freeze. They pick up bits of ice and snow. They become heavier and start to fall again.
Lovely. Thank you, Kimmy. So we've learned that hailstones are a type of frozen rain. They form when raindrops go back up into the clouds. And we call these winds updrafts because the wind is drafting upwards, okay? It's not blowing sideways or leftways or down. It's blowing up. It's carrying the rain back up into the clouds. When the clouds are very cold, this causes the raindrops to freeze, and they pick up bits of ice and snow. They become bigger and heavier, and they start to fall again. Okay, who can read from as to again, the first again? Pro.
As these frozen drops fall, they may be caught by all the updraft. Again, they go so high in the cloud where they pick up more layers of snow and ice. They grow bigger and heavier and begin to fall again.
Lovely, lovely reading. Thank you. So as these frozen drops fall, they might be caught in another updraft. So that means these hailstones are falling. However, if the wind is still going upwards, they might be pushed back up into the cold, cold air again. Then it's even colder, and they're picking up even more layers of snow and ice. So they're getting bigger and heavier. Okay. Who can read the rest? If to earth. Let's go for Cherry.
If the updrafts are strong, this can happen over and over again. The drops of rain become balls of ice and snow. These balls are called hailstones. With each trip up into the clouds, the ball grows bigger and bigger. Finally, they are too heavy for the wind to lift and they fall to earth.
Perfect. Good girl. So it does get to a certain point where the hailstone balls will get so big and so heavy that even if the updraft wind is strong, they cannot be blown back up. They're too heavy to go back up. Okay, who can read this page for me? All of this. Let's have Thailam. Thailam, go ahead, Thailam. Hail falls from...
Hills fall from Columbus.
So not
Cloud-
Columbia, so this is cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus. Good.
Cloudly. As the hailstone are tossed up and down by strong wind in the cloud, layers of ice are
added. Very good. Are added. Well done. Lovely work, Thailam. Okay. So on the left-hand side, this is a cumulonimbus cloud. This is what cloud looks like. Excuse me. And in these clouds, they are very heavy. They're very thick, dense clouds. And that's how hailstorms are formed, okay? They can only be formed in these kind of clouds. So they fall down from these thick, heavy clouds. As the hailstones are tossed up and down in this thick cloud, they are gathering layers of ice. So think about it. The rain is in here and it wants to fall down, but then the updraft of wind brings them all the way back. And when they're going up, they're getting colder and getting more and more ice. Then they're coming back down, but then the updraft of wind comes again and they're gathering more ice in the clouds. Okay, lovely reading. Okay, next, let's have a girl from when to tomatoes. Lucy, can you read for me?
When hailstones fall, they sometimes do terrible damage. A farmer groups may be completely destroyed by hail. In minutes, tall corn can be knocked flat, having wheat and
Waving wheat?
into soil.
Waving wheat.
Waving wheat is pounded into soil. And just imagine what might happen.
To a field.
And just imagine what might happen to a field full of tomatoes.
Good girl, lovely. Okay, so when hailstones fall, they sometimes do terrible damage. They might damage farmers' crops. They could destroy everything, all the food that they have been growing. Okay, let's have a boy. Boy, to finish the rest of this. Let's go for Winter.
Hail can strip the leaves and fruit from trees and can even break off limbs.
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 So what this means is branches of the trees.
Large hailstones can dent metal and break glass. They can shatter windows in cars and houses. Large hailstones can injure or kill animals that have no shelter. Hailstones have killed some people too.
Thank you. Very good, Winter. Okay, so hailstones are actually very dangerous. They can do a lot of damage. They can break cars. They can ruin crops for farmers. And that's how farmers make their money. So they can really put a farmer in a detrimental situation. Large hailstones can even kill animals or people. Because if you think about it, it's a huge piece of ice that is falling from the sky. If that were to hit you on your head, it could be very, very dangerous. Okay, I would like someone to read this first part. Lily.
Of course, hail makes the roadways very dangerous. It can pile up on the streets and make drivers lose control of the cars. Imagine driving on a bed of slippery marbles.
Good girl, Lily. Okay, so when the hail goes onto the roads, this can also be very dangerous. It can cause accidents. When it piles up in the streets, it's acting as a bunch of slippery marbles. And if you're driving over slippery marbles, that is a sure shot way to get into a road accident. Okay, who can read the rest of this? I'll have a boy this time. Pat.
Hail occurs during thunderstorms and tornadoes. It falls most often in the spring. In the United States, hail is most common in
Wyoming.
Wyoming and Colorado. It often falls on the plains of Kansas,
Nebraska.
and
Oklahoma.
and Texas.
Good.
Hail almost never falls over the oceans. It doesn't seem to fall in the areas of the North and South Poles. It also is very rare in hot tropical areas.
Lovely. Thank you, Pat. Okay, so hail happens during thunderstorms or tornadoes. It happens most in spring and very commonly in the United States. It doesn't fall over the oceans and it's very rare in hot tropical areas. So we actually live in a hot tropical climate. Obviously, if we go up north towards Sapa, it gets less hot and less tropical. So we could maybe find some hailstorms up north. Okay, who can read the last page? Rosie, you had your hand up first.
Hailstones can vary in size. The biggest hailstone ever recorded was 18 centimeters in diameter.
Diameter. So diameter is when you measure around something. So diameter is the spherical measurement of something.
Diameter.
Girl.
That's almost as big as a soccer ball. Have you ever seen a hailstone? They can be fun to watch from the comfort of your window.
Good girl, lovely reading. Okay, so hailstones can vary in size. They can be small, they can be medium, they can be very big. They can be 18 centimeters in diameter. That's almost as big as a soccer ball. So imagine soccer balls, okay? They're quite big. Now imagine soccer ball shapes of large ice falling from the sky. That would be extremely dangerous and would probably cause a lot of damage to many homes and to many cars. Okay, let's answer some questions about our reading comprehension today. Hail is made of what? Hacker.
Frozen rains.
Good job. Well done. Hail is made from frozen rain. Perfect work, Hacker. Number 2, hailstones can ruin crops, damage cars, injure animals, or all of the above. Pro.
All of the above.
Good. Well done. Hailstones can ruin crops, damage cars, and injure animals. They can do all of those things. So, I just want to ask a question. This is the last thing we're going to do, then I'll give you your homework. What do you think is the most dangerous type of weather? Hacker.
I think it's a tornado.
Very good. Why do you think a tornado is the most dangerous?
Your house in the apart.
Very good. It can rip a house apart in seconds. Let's have a look at our homework. So homework today is a reading comprehension during the weekend. Okay guys, well, that means time is up, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to say goodbye to you all. Goodbye guys.